May 2024 was insane for Google and not in a good way, both with the AI overviews fail and the Google API leak that showed us that Google has been lying to us about our SEO practices, and we need to talk about that. My name is Mark, you are watching Marketing Right Up, and if you haven't yet, please like, subscribe, and hit the notif bell for future videos, and my weekly newsletter with social media news is in the pinned comment. Yes. Also, there is a surprise edition heading towards your mailboxes with a very comprehensive Airtable of all the social media events, news, and updates from May 2024 in a very sorted and filterable manner. Right, so what happened at Google? The tidal wave started slightly before the Google I/O conference, where Google formally announced the launch of AI overviews. A complete overhaul to the search engine result page, where in the first half of the page will now be an AI overview of the answer to your question. Then there will be ads, then there will be YouTube videos, and then there will be the organic SEO ranked pages. This, for obvious reasons, enraged the SEO community, as it might be industry-shattering update. And while we knew this change was coming for months before the I/O conference, because it was named the Search Generative Experience, and it was in testing for quite some time, the actual implementation of the AI overviews was a shock to the industry. And not because of the speed or how perfect it was, rather the opposite, of how dumb and imperfect it was. Some of the answers were incorrect, some were dumb, and some were straight out harmful and dangerous. And as it seems, most of the answers stemmed from Reddit, as per the $60 million deal of Google and Reddit to train the AI on the popular discussion platform. But what was probably the most shocking part was that in March, Google released their Search Core update that heavily penalized AI and unhelpful content. Even some of the large websites like ClickUp suffered greatly on their organic traffic because most of their content was AI generated and was deemed unhelpful by the core update, which back then kinda made sense because Google was trying to make the experience better, to get the most relevant information to people who are searching for them. But with the AI overviews, Google basically shot themselves in their leg because in March, it seemed like they were fighting against quantity AI bullshit content just to get to the top of the search engine result page. And now they release their own AI quantity bullshit content to get on the top of the search engine result page. What a tongue twister. Say that 10 times in a row. And as everyone in the SEO community was enraged by the hypocrisy on Google's part, and Google CEO decided to pour more gasoline into the fire by claiming in an interview that the bullshit takes from the AI overviews were caused mostly by user error. Luckily enough, soon after the public uproar, even after this interview, Google decided to roll back the update and take down the AI overviews. Small wins for us. However, in the meantime, there was a massive leak that surfaced about how Google treats ranking of the pages to get on top of the search engine result page. And if we did not have this, and even more uproar from the community, Google probably would not take down the AI overviews. So we have that to thank, because in reality, the Google API leak just showed us that Google is a hypocrite and not just in the AI content area. Luckily, no user data were leaked. What was leaked is basically the search engine algorithm and how Google ranks pages. For years, SEO consultants were claiming that there are some hidden metrics, some hidden domain authority that Google determines, maybe even clicks that Google previously claimed they do not track, that there might be a sandbox and other user engagement data that help ranking pages. Google, of course, denied all these claims throughout the years. But now we have more than 2,000 pages summarized into 256 pages of the leak that claimed that everything people in the community were saying was true and Google was straight out lying. If you are not a content marketer or an SEO expert, this is probably not that interesting for you. However, what might be interesting for you is the implications this leak has on your privacy, or rather the implications using Google services have on your privacy. Because as it seems, Google Chrome is basically the biggest spyware you can have on your PC. For now, because as it seems, Microsoft might be adding an OS-sized spyware soon. But back to Google. Google Chrome was solely developed so that Google can have more trackable data on users other than the fingerprint they could get from other browsers. Thanks to the leak, we now know that the fingerprint of a Chrome is basically the widest from all the browsers you can have. If you ask what is a fingerprint, it's basically all the data that websites and search engines can get from your browser without you claiming to be you. So data like what's your browser, what's your browser version, what's your language, what's your resolution, what's your OS, and even what extensions do you have. Based on this, your browser gets an unique fingerprint. Even settings like not tracking cookies and turning off JavaScript are a trackable factors. And incognito mode is basically incognito just for other people who use that browser. Google sees everything. As it seems, your Google Chrome click can be tracked for up to 13 months to better up your search experience. And nothing points toward incognito stopping that tracking. So now you will get pissed off. You will uninstall Google Chrome and you will install Firefox with no JavaScript or Brave browser to anonymize your fingerprint, so Google cannot track you. Well, Google tracks your behavior on websites as well. So imagine scrolling speed, length of your clicks, and the frequency of clicks and double clicks. It's basically like recognizing someone based on how they pronounce vowels and S's. But what does it have to do with Google Zero, or the era where we will not see organic traffic coming from Google? The Google Zero is a hypothetical era where Google will be so self-centered that everything will be able to be done on the Google search engine result page. You want to shop for something, you will search for it through the API, you will be able to buy it directly from the search engine result page. You want to watch a video, you will watch it on the search engine page. You want a summary of a blog post, you will have it in the AI overview. You want to message someone, Google. You want a recipe, the AI will help you with that as well. What used to be, for some, the biggest source of organic traffic or traffic whatsoever, now seems to be on a decreasing trend towards nothing. Even I, in my experience as a consultant, advised my clients with lower budget to invest over time into content marketing and SEO, because that can be a free source of traffic. Well, not anymore, as it seems. I've talked about it in my previous video, why social media are not so social. We are heading towards a future of tailor-made content through algorithms and keeping us engaged on singular platform, and these platforms will compete with each other. That might be Google, that might be TikTok, that might be Instagram and YouTube, and WeChat in China, for all we know. And although blockchain bros and NFT fans will claim that we are heading towards decentralized future, all the technological giants seem to have a different opinion on this, and their attempt might be to get it even more centralized. Google will become the new internet. You will be able to do everything with Google. Your email, messaging, internet connection, search, entertainment, professional work as well. But it's not just Google and not just Meta, as we talked in the previous video. Apple is doing basically the same thing. And since there are rumors now that iOS 18 will have AI built into the OS, we might assume what will be the next steps with that. As I said in my previous video, stay safe on the internet. Maybe try looking more into your operational security and what fingerprint you basically leave as a breadcrumb on the internet. I will leave some links in the description below if you want to get educated on this stuff as well. If you're interested in previous video about why Meta AI is dangerous for your privacy and why you should opt out immediately from the AI training, head to the previous video here. And for the rest of you, I wish you a good week and I'll see you in the next one. May 20. I've heard your cries about the spatula mic, so I decided to introduce this new. Okay, I hate how that looks on the screen, so nope.